How did an electric vehicle cause an explosion in Erie, Colorado? And thankfully, nobody got injured. Now, as firefighters, we know that vehicles don't typically explode. That's something kind of made up by Hollywood that makes things a little bit more exciting. Now, occasionally we do get that one vehicle blowing up, lots of fire, very exciting, but it's very rare. However, in this case, an electric vehicle caused an explosion in a garage. But how and what happened? Now, in early 2023, Mountain View Fire Rescue responded to reports of a structure fire. They arrive on scene, they make entry into the house, and they've got smoke throughout the house. As they're doing their search, they work their way into the garage, a smaller garage off the side of the house. And what they find is a Jeep hybrid vehicle that has a little bit of fire in the back seat. Well, the crew of three, they opened the nozzle, they started putting out the fire like any crew would do, and there was an explosion. The garage door blew off the tracks, flying 30 feet through the air, nearly taking the head off this captain here, knocks his helmet to the ground. Very fortunate incident that nobody was injured in that explosion, the crew inside or the captain outside in the driveway. But this is a real possibility, and this is something UL Fire Safety and Research has already tested. When a lithium-ion battery fails, it gives off a significant amount of hydrogen, and when that hydrogen builds up in an enclosed space, it's a recipe for disaster. And that's what we're seeing here. The video that you're seeing right now was presented at the NFPA Fire Conference by UL Fire Safety and Research Institute. They did testing that had a battery very similar to the size of the one that's in the Jeep Hybrid. Now, this was well before the incident in Colorado. And here are the two videos side by side. You can see the two videos, the explosion, very similar intensity as that garage door goes flying through the air. Now, what's interesting here is the explosion is about 3 psi. It doesn't sound like a lot of pressure, but when you take 3 psi and you put it over the entire size of a garage door, a two-car garage, that's 50,000 pounds of force acting on that garage, 50,000 pounds of force shoving that garage out into the driveway. You drop that down to the size of a single-car garage, like the incident in Colorado, and that's about 25,000, about half the amount of force shoving the garage door out. So as you've seen in the video, that garage door going 30 feet through the air, a lot of power shoving that garage door out towards potential fire crews that could be operating on the scene. Think about your crews that are out there cutting the garage door, trying to get that garage door open so they can access a fire. That could be a hazard for those crews. Now, even though UL Fire Safety and Research Institute have already completed their experimentation on these batteries deflagrating inside of a garage, sending that garage door flying through the air, the official report is not complete yet, and that will be released later in 2023, 2024.
Have it on my desk first thing tomorrow.
Now, thankfully, nobody was injured in this incident, aside from a couple pairs of pants, but this is one more thing that firefighters, fire officers have to be concerned about when they're dealing with incidents involving electric vehicles. And an incident like this, you may not know an electric vehicle or a large lithium-ion battery is involved. I'll leave you with this one last tip. If you respond to an incident involving lithium-ion batteries or an electric vehicle, ask about the state of charge. Why does it matter? Click this video up here to find out.